What is up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be going over a spot that should help you get easy wins in Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 3. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, find it helpful, informative, or interesting, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more. Let me know down in the comments below where your favorite place to land has been so far this season, and if you guys would like to use my code in the item shop, it is EvolveJake, and it is underneath the webcam at all times. So the spot we're going to be talking about is going to be this little base on the bottom of the map that's actually going to be outside the Fortress of Solitude in the snow biome. This area is often very rarely contested. There's not going to be very many people, if any, that land here, and it has a lot of loot in a very small area. So you're not going to have to fight for it. You get a lot of loot, and the fact that it's so densely packed means that you can loot it very quickly. So you're going to have 17 potential chest spawns here, 11 slurp barrels here, meaning you don't need to use any heals that you find and you can come out with full health if you get all of the barrels. A hero item spawner and a hero crate. The hero item spawn isn't always there, and the crate obviously always isn't going to be there either. And the crate you often won't actually be able to open because, as I said, there's rarely going to be anybody landing here, and so it's hard for you to get hero points off spawn. But hopefully the item does end up spawning, and then you could get something out of that spawner. Behind the base, there's a little shack with a launch pad that you can take to easily get to the nearby Fortress of Solitude. And this is what makes this location such a good landing spot, because the Hope NPC here actually will sell the exotic sentinel pump shotgun, which is incredibly good. And she will also sell shockwave grenades. So if you didn't get any mobility from looting the first area, you can purchase some shockwaves from her to at least have some mobility. And there is a car spawn outside the fortress that you can use to rotate out of here, or you could just buy a rift from Superman to rotate out if you want. And the reason I prefer landing at the small base rather than the actual fortress is mainly just because of how congested the loot is at the small base. As I said, it's a lot of loot in a small area, so you can loot it very quickly and then go about your day. Whereas landing at the Fortress of Solitude, I feel like the loot is really spread out, and it's just a weird POI to loot because everything is spread amongst the top of it. And if anybody's going to land in this area, it's more likely they land at the Fortress of Solitude. So I feel like by landing at the nearby base, you get more loot faster, often less contested, and you have potential third-party timing on the people landing at the Fortress of Solitude. And that's just what makes this spot good. You have an easy start to the game. You can get one of the better weapons in the game in the exotic sentinel pump. And then you can also do this very quickly, which is going to benefit you not only for rotating out of here because it's on the edge of the map, but hopefully getting towards mid-map by the time island spawns, because the core medallion is incredibly good. And so now I'm going to talk about the exotic sentinel pump and why I think it's so good, because it's kind of the piece that makes this spot so good. If Hope wasn't here selling this, I really wouldn't bother to land here, but it's mainly just to get that exotic sentinel pump every game. It's 400 gold for me to purchase it. Whether or not she sells it to you and the price you pay will depend on doing the shotgun expertise quest. But with shotguns being kind of one of the more important weapons in Fortnite, odds are you've probably already completed all of the shotgun expertise quests, or you're very close to doing so. So you can get this for relatively cheap. 400 gold might sound like a lot, but since you're doing this at the start of the game and then you can loot more gold by getting island and just eliminating players, it really isn't that much. And while landing here to get gameplay for this video and buying it every game, I didn't really notice my gold dropping very much. But what makes the exotic sentinel pump so good is that it alternates between a shot that freezes your target and a shot that speeds you up with every time you shoot it. And the freeze shot is what makes this incredible. I don't really care for the shot that speeds me up, and if I'm in a moment where nothing's really going on, I will actually waste that shot and then just reload, because it alternates every shot regardless if you hit or not. And you can actually see from the barrel of the weapon if it's blue for the icy version or red for the speed version. I want that icy version as much as possible, because it just locks down your enemy's movement and it completely throws the fight for them, because at that point your opponent isn't moving very much, and they were probably expecting to in a close range fight where you're using your shotgun. A lot of players not only are worried about their aim, but they're worried about their movement, and they're kind of using both in unison to get the upper hand. And when your character just basically stops moving, it makes you a sitting target, which is easy to eliminate, but also it really throws you off because you were expecting to be moving. With how much mobility is in this season and how much people try to run away, that freeze shot is very, very, very good. And it's also very good combined with the core medallion, because I've talked about countless times, I feel like recently, with the core medallion buff, it is one of the most overpowered, probably the most overpowered thing in the game right now. It was already incredibly good. It was already the best medallion, but Epic buffed it, making it even better. And with the core medallion, you can often just shoot somebody with the ice and then easily jump over their head. And then that's a fight that's just basically unwinnable for that person because they can't move or react. It's hard for someone to play the game if you just jump over their head with the core medallion as is, but if they're frozen while that's happening, good luck. I think this works really well versus players using the birds, because a lot of times when people try to get on you with the bird glove, they want to be as close to you as possible. And if you hit them with the freeze shot, you really throw the advantage they had out the window. I feel like the Storm Beast is another thing that is really negatively impacted by the Icy Shot, because the Storm Beast obviously wants to get up and melee you. If you freeze them and then core jump away, that Storm Beast is probably going to be toast as you're just spraying them with your AR. And another situation where I really like this exotic pump is going to be on Island, because as I've already touched on, I think the core medallion is incredibly powerful. That means you're often going to have to fight on Island for it. And a lot of people, you know, they jump off the island and they get to the wind as fast as they can. But I've had a lot of Island fights where just hitting somebody with a frozen shot prevents them from leaving. It allows me to eliminate them easily. And then now Island is clear and I can get core. A lot of times those Island fights stall out for a while. And then what happens is just more and more people end up coming. So being able to end the fight quickly and then go back to eliminating the boss is something that you really want to do. And this exotic sentinel pump also has the stats of the legendary version as it. So you're getting a gold pump with that added benefit of freezing the enemy. It's incredibly good. At the start of the season, the exotic pump was kind of meh. The effects didn't last very long, but it has been buffed, and now the effects last a good amount of time, and it will really throw your opponent off in those, you know, pivotal close range fights. But that is going to be it for this video. As always, if you guys did find this to be helpful, informative, or interesting, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like some more, comment down below where you've enjoyed landing, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. There's shots. Okay, I was gonna say there were shots over there, but I don't think it's real. Since I have the medallion. Oh, never mind, he can't play the game. And just iced him. But I was gonna say, since I have the medallion, I can just bunny hop behind his car as I spray it and blow it up. And with like any Spire AR, the car goes down so quick, but especially the mythic one with the higher fire rate. That guy's getting shot from somebody over here, I think. I'm scared to go down here with no scanner. How do you have the fizz-like effect? It's from the core medallion. They buffed it, and now you get a better like forward momentum when you sprint jump with it, and you can kind of carry that through for several bunny hops. Dude, he was really just sitting in this car. I like thought about shooting that as a joke, like, oh, if there's somebody in it, they'll start running away. And then there actually was indeed somebody inside. Look at how slow he is. Okay, he transformed into a bird. I just wanted to grief him with the ice. Like, I wanted to ice him and then, like, jump around him. That man's name was Umbrella Corp. He needs to go make zombies to fight for him. Wait. Okay, so the reason I can't mark this car is because he's in it. Like, you can kind of see a sliver of him. Okay, now he's moving. But if you can't ping someone's car, it's because there's somebody inside it. If there's nobody inside, it'll just, like, mark the car. What is up with these car campers? Oh, no. That was almost bad. I didn't want to dash there, but, like, the dashes don't negate fall damage, so... I almost just eliminated myself. There should be enough ammo. Maybe not. I like jumped a little bit too far. But if I could have like reach out him before he got to that tree. There's enough ammo. What the heck? What am I playing, dude? There's one guy left. But the last one is an AI that was in this area shooting at that car there. Yeah, I don't know why there's so many just like random car campers in this game. Is there a man in this? Yeah, okay, yeah. I saw like pixels of him. GG's.